Line off the line, line off the line. Precept off the precept, precept off the precept.
Damn fake idol he's got on his books is the wrong image. Why don't he just stop lying and being the damn devil and just change the cover of the book, man? Why don't you just think, you know what they're reading is the truth. These guys don't have no truth in them, man. They've just got Satan in them, man. For them to push out that lie on that damn table, man. Every week they want to try and debate. We made a covenant with you, Isaiah. We ain't got no covenant with the devil, man. We've got no covenant with Satan, man. Never have we made a covenant with Satan. Read.
This is Genesis 12 and verse 3. And I will bless them that bless thee. And I will bless them that bless thee.
And these damn wicked Spanish have never blessed us, man. I've never seen a Spanish guy bless a Negro. Ever. The Spanish, if you want to know history, they kicked out all the Negroes out of Spain. Yeah. And put them to Portugal. And Santa Maria. And kicked them out of Spain. The Spanish have never had any blessings with the damn, with Jake. Unless they play in their football team, in their soccer team, and make them some money in the damn, in the what they call the Colosseums. In the Roman Colosseums they have, man. Have you ever been to Spain and seen the Roman architecture? These guys are the damn devil, man. That's why they're phoning the police. That's why they're filming us like the damn Satan they are, man. You need to film your damn book of lies. You need to film your people that done this to the Colombians, alright, and the Spanish, man, that done this to our people, man. You need to film the genocide. You need to film the genocide of our nation, man. Yeah, film what they've done, man. The Spanish and the Caucasian. Yeah, he stopped filming, man. Right, because the Most High says the gospel is for the broken-hearted and the ones that are in the prison houses, the ones that have been brought into captivity by the Spaniards, man. Read.
Bless, Genesis 12 and 3, and I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth.
And I'll do what?
And curse him that curseth thee.
The Most High is going to curse you now, man. Because he's cursing, because we're reading the Bible, man. He's found the police on us for reading the Bible. The Most High is going to curse Unai, man. He's going to put horrible, wicked diseases on him. Beasts and that. The fowls from heaven are going to eat his eyeballs out. Alright? The beasts, alright, are going to damn pluck him up. Get me David, man. Get me King David, man. What did David say to Goliath, man? Give me Samuel. Give me Samuel chapter 16. And it says, 17, Salakia. Yeah, 17. And go to verse 41.
This is 1 Samuel 17 and verse 41. And the Philistine came on and drew near unto David, and the man that bare the shield went before him. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and ruddy and of a fair countenance.
Yeah, man. So they're thinking, oh yeah, these guys, they're just some young men. You know what I mean? They're of a fair countenance. Look at him. These guys are the, you know what I mean? I've got that flavor. They despise us because of the vibrations we bring to as Israelites, man. We're the salt of the earth, man.
And the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said to David, come to me, and I will give thy flesh unto the fowls of the air, and to the beasts of the field.
Yeah, man, he cursed David, man. He weren't blessing David. He says, he's going to kill David, and he's going to give him the fowls of the air. We're not scared of the police, man. Right. We're not scared of Babylon.
That's right.
We're not scared of the damn police, man. We don't care. Let them park up. Let them park up. Let's talk to them, man. Let's tell them that they're Satan. All of you are the Roman centurions, and we are not scared of you, Unai. We're not scared of Babylon. The police come, the police go. You've seen it many times. What do you think is going to change? What do you think is going to change? Wicked Satan, man.
Verse 45, then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear.
Yeah, you come. These Unai, they come to us with Roman centurions, man. You come to us with the police and your policies, man, and your white privileges, man. Alright, read.
And with a shield, but I come to thee in the name of Yahawah of hosts.
You come in what?
And I come in the name
Indeed, Yahawah of hosts. You come in what?
I come in the name of Yahawah of hosts.
You come in the name of the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Alright, and his son has woolly hair, white woolly hair, and his eyes like a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, man. So you got a lie on you. You think the Most High is going to be with the damn lions, with Satan? Give me Proverbs 16. Give me Proverbs 16 and 7.
Carry on, yeah? Khan. The power of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied, this day will Yahawah deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee, and take thine head from thee.
And do what?
And take thine head from thee.
You don't even notice that you're messing with the tabernacle, alright? The tabernacle of David, man. Gonna smite them, man, and take your head from you, man. Read.
And I will give the carcasses of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air.
Of the what?
To the fowls of the air.
Of the fowls of the air, man. Your carcass is gonna go to the fowls of the air, man.
And to the wild beasts of the earth.
And to what?
and to the wild beasts of the earth.
That all the earth may know that there is a power in Israel.
And we're reading the Bible. Don't think that it's not carnal. Give me that. Because they're gonna think, oh, they just threaten me. We're reading the Bible. The Bible is threatening you. Wow. Let's get that. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. Because they're going to think, oh, he just said he's going to chop off my head. We're spiritually chopping your heads off, man. Read.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
What?
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal,
but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds.
But mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. We pull down lies when we read the Bible. We pull down false images of Christ when we read Revelation chapter 1. That's why they got offended and phoned the police. Because the false images of Christ cannot be pushed on the world anymore. Because blessed are they that readeth.
Khan.
Blessed are they that are persecuted for reading righteousness, man.
Khan.
Read.
Casting down, verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing.
Casting down your false images. Casting down every high Spaniard that's on his high horse, like an eagle.
And every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of power, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach.
Yeah. As soon as you're not in the right obedience of the Bible, bam, cut them down. And you didn't want this smoke. I'm telling you, you didn't want to curse the Israelites, man. You didn't want to phone the police on the righteous ones, man. Right. You put yourself in a deeper ditch, man, because you're already in a deep ditch. Understand? But you put yourself in a deeper ditch, man. Give me Psalms 105 and verse 15.
Read this. Hold on.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 verse 7. And when a man's ways please the Lord.
And when what?
And when a man's ways please the Lord.
And a man's ways pleasing the Lord is reading the Bible, not having false images on tables, handing out some damn shitty books, man. Right, read.
When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Even his what?
His enemies to be at peace with him.
Even his enemies are at peace with him. If your ways are pleasing the Most High, do you think that anything can happen to you? Seriously. Alright? Read. And even if it does, blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. Because it's ordained for us to get persecuted for speaking the truth. Because they hate him. Give me that. Galatians 6 and
This is the book of Psalms 105.
Hey sister, you know you're an Israelite. Did you know in the Bible, you know the true Israelites? Have you heard about it? We're going to give you a flyer, right? Hold this. Yeah. Sister, our message out here is to show that the so-called blacks and the Hispanics and the Native Americans, we are the chosen people of God, and we need to fear him. Because what we've been talking about today is that this guy that they've got here, alright, who they try to proclaim, who do you think this is? You think that's Jesus, isn't it? So we read it in the Bible in Revelations that he doesn't look like that, alright? You see Jesus, just to end on this, Jesus, who they call Jesus, his name is YAHAWAH. He looks like us. You know that, yeah? Alright, at least you know that. So the books that they've got on these tables, post images and that, you know what you need to know now is if he looks like us, what does he want from us? He wants us to fear the Most High and keep commandments, alright sis? Alright, when next time you got time, please. Alright. Thank you. Alright, love for that. Thank you.
This is Psalms 105 and verse 15, saying, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Saying what?
Saying, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Exactly, man. That's what the Bible says about the prophets of the Most High, man. You better not talk about it. Give me Isaiah, famous ones, man. Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 17. Saying, touch not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. Give me the one in Numbers. You got something. What is it? Galatians 3 and
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Yeah, man. Have I become the enemy because I told the truth? And the truth is doing what? Setting us free. We're not literally going around giving reparations and... we're reading the Bible and saying, yo, I'm set free from that mad, iconoclastic
mindset
of Caesar Borgia.
Can't.
This is Isaiah chapter 54 verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
No weapon, no calling the police on us shall prosper, man. That's not going to be prosperous, calling the police on brothers that read the Bible. That sounds like nonsense if you ask me, man. Because we read the truth, we didn't add to it. We didn't try and Tipex bits out and put our own little words in there.
Yeah.
We just read that he's got woolly hair. Christ has woolly, Hamashiach, Yahawashi, has woolly hair, white as snow, eyes flames of fire, feet like fine brass, very brown, very dark. And now their false images been pissed off and they hate us because we told the truth, man. Now they're calling police and read this.
No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper.
No weapon that is formed against us shall prosper.
And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt condemn.
Every tongue that is raised up against us, thou shalt condemn. It don't work, man.
This is the heritage of the servants of Yahawah, and their righteousness is of me, saith Yahawah.
And give me Psalms 118 and verse 6 quickly. I know you.
I know you too.
You know me. You do. We spoke.
hello.
How you doing? How you doing, lovely? You're alright, yeah?
Yeah, very well.
Well, you already snitched on us. Well, in the I told you that we're a part of the community. I told you. We know the community. I told you that last time. You know what I mean? But what it is, we read Revelation. Let's show you why he's upset. Alright?
You know what though? we don't want no trouble between anyone.
Yeah, I know you. I know you.
I know you. Exactly.
Come on, you've been in the area for a little while.
Yes.
All right, let's read why he's upset.
I like that.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13.
This is what
Just
you
in
read,
front of
right?
you, just speak to me.
No, this is our
I want to speak to you.
No, shout. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
one like on the Son of Man,
all right, the Son of Man.
clothed with a garment down to the foot.
So they've got a book over there, all right, and it's not the real image of the Son of Man.
Sorry, so
Wait. Listen to him read.
I don't know, we have got to head off because business.
All right, if you got a good
I don't want to say.
let's finish this. Read.
Yeah.
He's head on his hair.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
All right, read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
All right, so
Okay,
Christ
Christ.
is head.
I believe you. We've got to head off. All I want to say, have disagreements, but speak peacefully about it. Everyone.
Yeah, we are.
I'm the son of the devil.
Okay.
You are the son of the devil.
Can I say something?
Just say it, man.
That's a disagreement.
If he's pushing a lie,
As I said,
no.
Wait.
I'm allowed to say that.
I told you.
I'm allowed to say that.
But you're not helping me.
Hey, listen, if he's pushing a lie in the Bible, read.
And his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
He had white hair.
And his eyes were a flame of fire.
He had red eyes. This guy's got blue eyes.
And his feet was like unto fine
Now
brass.
you understand, if you see an IC1 or an IC3 or an IC2 is a complexion of skin tone. You understand? So if you see brass, is he an IC1 or is he an IC3? No, come on, be real. If you say someone's got brass skin, I want to say something. When you're doing your investigations and you need to go out on the pool, you've been dispatched, someone says, I see someone is wearing black clothes. All right, he's got woolly hair, he's got locks. What are you going to say? You're going to say it's a Caucasian guy? No, you're going to look for a Rasta man or something, right?
And his feet was like unto fine brass,
Look at the color of brass.
as if they burned in a
And
furnace.
if you put brass in a furnace, it's black like you're out like your police. This guy doesn't look like this then. That's what I'm saying. So now he's upset. And he hates us for speaking the Bible. So he said, it's not my opinion. We're in a Christian country. It's written in the Bible, yeah. So now he's pissed off. The Bible aggravated him. The Bible aggravates him. No, it's not good. I know. The Bible aggravates him. He's got to just deal with it, yeah. So why is he phoning the police on us then?
I'll go that way. But if you stay here, you're going to have this.
No, my friend. Let's run all these.
And we told him that the police are going to end up doing nothing as well. We told you this.
No, they told us to report you online. They asked us to report you online.
That's the thing.
Stay there.
Look, you know why? Because look, the police are the old Roman centurions.
How do you know what it is?
Because that's what they done to Christ. They called the Romans on Christ.
And Judas, they called the Romans on Christ, man. They called police officers on Christ, and they put him on a cross, man. So that's what he thinks he can do with us, the niggers, man. Let's get these damn guys, these black guys, and call them, and the Spanish guys think they can just get us persecuted, man, and put this done to us, man. No more are we gonna bow down to the slave masters, man, and say, I'm sorry. No, we're not. We don't care about you guys, and we're not sorry for speaking the truth of the Bible. We're never going to be sorry because we're meant to be in a Christian country. If we're meant to be in a, why can't we read Revelations 1? And it says that he's got brown skin, woolly hair, like my ancestors. All praises to the Most High, man.
Can't.
Let's read this.
Psalms chapter 118 and verse 6. The Lord is on my side, I will not fear.
What?
I will not fear.
The Lord is on our side. We will not be scared of the police officers.
I'm not saying you got to shoot.
No, we're looking at Renee like this. Because he thinks he can phone 999 like the devil he is and think we're going to be scared.
Listen to me for 5 seconds.
I'm not scared.
I want to go.
All them
We've got
recordings
stuff to
waste
do.
your battery.
My friend, we've got stuff to do. All I want to say, and the only problem that we have here,
You see that, bro?
is that reports that you guys have touched their books.
Touch what books?
Oh, no, listen.
They're free books, man. Look.
I know.
No,
What do you mean touch their books, man? Don't piss me off, man. Nah, you're insulting my intelligence, man. We're allowed to touch them free books, man.
No, you're not. Right?
All right, so what?
Listen to me for a second, please. please. All I'm saying is, yes, they're free, but he can pick and choose who gives it to. Okay?
All right,
That's
cool.
all I'm saying. Right?
Alright, cool. You touch their freedom.
They won't touch your stuff. You please have touched your stuff.
All right,
you guys
cool.
all have the right to be here. No one's disputing that, okay?
And you Satan, you agree though, yeah?
I'm not agreeing with anything.
Well, if the Bible says that he's got fake images of Christ,
I'm not
he
saying-
must be
listen,
Satan.
I'm not getting you on a religious argument, right? I'm a police officer. I'm not allowed to have opinions like that at work.
But you
can
do.
understand.
That crest means that you're servants of, you're saviors of
Will you
God.
let us just get on
You know what
with
this
the
crest
job, yeah?
actually means? It means you fear God. You're God fearing.
Guys,
No, the crest on your chest.
we're gonna go
You
do our
make,
work.
no, the crest.
All I say is if you guys
It
agree,
means
just don't touch their stuff. That's
You
it.
don't fear God.
I'm gonna leave you guys be.
That's a French
Alright.
logo.
But we can all agree, just no one touches each other's stuff, yeah?
Yeah,
Guys,
because this
take
is the
care, we've
Israelite.
got to run though, man.
All right. You know what? Thanks though, right? I see.
Take care of yourselves, take care of yourselves. No one's gonna touch anything.
I'm not gonna. I can't touch the Romans that persecuted Christ, man. I can't touch the Romans, man. I will never touch the Roman centurions, man. And I will never agree with the devil that stands here, man. I will never make a covenant. They put that on the police, man.
Look at this guy. Liar.
Liar, man. He phoned the police and the police done what?
Nothing.
The damn thing, man.
Why?
Because we are not scared of the police, man. We've been drug dealers, we've been gang members, we've stabbed our brothers, but we are reading the Bible and he thinks he can phone the police on us for righteousness? Madness, to hell with unite. That's why we said the carcasses are going to eat your flesh and the beasts are going to eat you, man. The same way that David prophesied against Goliath, man. David prophesied against Goliath. Brother, come in, bro. Brother, we're here for you, King. We're here for you. You're listening. Come in. Let's reason with you. 2 minutes. Because the message ain't... Brother, we love you, bro. We love you, bro. It's for you. We're out here doing all this soldier work for you, brother, yeah? Yeah.
Why do they've got the same right to be here as you?
Go in.
Yeah, Jacob. Tell him, Jacob.
Tell him, Jacob.
That's his name, Jacob.
This is a free church. You can preach whatever you're preaching.
And hand out your fake lying books.
You're dealing with it both ways. Don't be contrary.
Don't be a hypocrite.
Don't be a
Contrary, man.
Don't be a contrary.
You tell him, Jacob. Jacob. Come on, Sharala, man. Jacob knows what he's talking about, man. Jacob says you can't hand out your fake books of Christ and then phone the police on these brothers that read the righteous Bible, man.
Last week,
In Psalm 118 and verse 6.
Wait.
The Lord is on my side. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear.
I will not fear.
What can man do unto me?
What can the police do unto us, man?
Why?
The police can't do a damn thing, man.
Right. Verse 7. The Lord taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me.
We're gonna see the desire of the Most High willing, man. We get to see the carcasses of these guys being eaten, man. As we pass the chariots, we might stop, wind down the window, and just start busting a stank, man, and dancing in the blood of the wicked, man. Most High willing, I get to dance in the blood of Unai, man. Do a David skank, man. The Jacob, do the Jake. Do the Jake skank on Unai's blood, man. Most High willing, man. Because that's in the Psalms I read. That's in the Bible that is made for the righteous, for the broken-hearted, for the ones in prison houses, man.
Khan.
For the widows, man.
Verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord.
It is what?
It is better to trust in YAHAWAH
than to put confidence in man.
It's better to trust in the Lord than to phone 999. It's better to trust in the Lord than to phone Babylon Roman centurions, man. Because what's going to happen?
YAHAWAH
Blessed are
gonna
they
do
that are persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. Curse them that curse thee, man. But bless them that bless thee, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
Shall what?
Shall perish.
Shall what?
Shall perish.
Shall be done away with, man. The ways of the ungodly, talking about Christ looks like a Caucasian out of the Caucasus Mountains of Russia. It's perishing, man. We're eradicating wickedness, man.
Right, that's right.
Give me a book of John chapter 1, John chapter 5, verse 10. What do you have? Oh yeah, we can get that next year. First John chapter 5, verse 10.
Whoever gets it first. Go on, there you go.
This is the book of First John, chapter 5 and verse 10. He that believeth on the Son of God hath the witness in himself, and he that believeth not have made him a liar.
Made him what?
Have made him a liar.
And liar means deceiver. Deceiver means devil. So when we say this guy's a damn devil, alright, he's a damn liar, man.
Because he believeth not the record that God gave of his Son.
He don't believe Unai doesn't believe Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13. The Spanish people do not believe in Revelations 1 and verse 14. Read.
And this is a record that God hath given to us, eternal life. This life is and this life is in his Son.
Exactly. So if you don't believe that YAHAWAH has woolly hair, right, brass feet, you don't care about Christ. You think the Most High is a liar, man. You think the Most High is a devil, man.
The devil's son, Beelzebub.
This is the book of Numbers 23, verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob. No.
Surely there is no phoning Babylon on Jacob. You can't phone the police on the brothers that read the Bible. You might be able to phone police on niggers that want to sell drugs, alright, and prostitute them and sell crack and cocaine and hold guns and knives. You can phone police on them niggers, man. But you can't phone police on brothers reading the Bible, you damn Spanish devil, man.
Right.
Read.
Neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel what have good wrought.
Yeah, man. You can't do, give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 4. You know the one I need. You can't speak against the Israelites, man. You can't speak against so-called blacks and Hispanics that hold Bibles in their hands, man. That'll be suicide, man. You're basically just killing yourself even harder, man.
I did 25 years. Yeah. Fish kill production.
Deuteronomy 4 verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my powers commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it.
So yeah, anywhere we go to possess, to keep the vibrations of the Most High, we are going to keep the laws, statutes and commandments. Because we found ourselves. We was believing a lie. But now we know that were they to wear modest apparel dresses and no man's clothes, they need to take the weave out their headpiece, alright, and start having their own woolly hair, and stop. Now the men need to pull up their trousers, get fringes on their garments. You understand? Read.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them.
For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nation.
In the what?
In the sight of the nation.
So in the sight of Unai and the Spaniards, man, we're going to tell him we are the biblical Israelites and you're the devil, man.
That's right.
You're Satan, man.
That's right.
Read.
My name is light.
Which shall hear these statutes, all these statutes, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
That's what Unai should be saying. Surely these Hebrew Israelites that come out here, they're wise. They're wise and understanding. The police come up to them time and time again and it never works, man. I phoned them once, I phoned them twice. You know what? The next time you phone the police, they're going to tell you you're wasting police time. They might report you. They might actually give you a fine. Yo, hopefully Unai gets a fine for keep wasting police time. You can't keep phoning them, bro. They got your phone number on record. It's like, how many times have you phoned them, us, for these guys? They're just reading the Bible, bro. Leave them alone. We're gonna have to report you for wasting police time. Right?
Basic instructions
This
before
is
leaving Earth.
Deuteronomy 4:7. For what nation is there so great who have God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day?
Khan, that's what Unai is thinking, man. Wow, I phoned the police, it never worked. These guys, they must be men of the Lord. They must be the men of the Lord. Because I've always phoned police and they never get arrested, man. And they're still telling the police, you're the damn devil. We're still telling the police, you're the Roman centurions that put Christ on the... And they can't do a damn thing, man. So you just look like an idiot, man. Unai just looks like a damn devil, man. They phone police on brothers reading the Bible. Imagine what they do to the brothers that sell drugs, man. You understand? That's mad. We're trying to change our ways.
Trying to help our brothers and sisters.
We've made big transitions, man. Major transitions.
Khan.
Life-changing transitions, man. And yet they just want to still lock us up and throw away the key, man. Give me that in Acts chapter 26, verse 5. What you got there? Give me Acts chapter 5 and verse 29.
26 and 5. This is the book of Acts. This is the book of Acts chapter 26 and verse 5, which knew me from the beginning, if they would testify that after the most straightest sects of our religion I lived a Pharisee. So you want, yeah? And now I stand and am judged for the hope of the promise made by power unto our fathers.
Yeah, we're here and we're judged upon by Unai. Alright? Alright? Falsely, for the promise that was given to Israelites, man. We're here and we're judged upon for the promise that was given unto our people, man. Read 28 and 20.
This is Acts 28 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
For this cause therefore have I called for you, to see you and to speak with you, because that for the hope of Israel.
For the hope of what?
For the hope of Israel.
Not for the Spanish guys, man. For the hope, not for the hope of Esau. For the hope of Jacob's children, the 12 tribes. Not the Chinese, not the Lot on Moab and Ammon. Not for Ishmael. Alright? Not for Mitzrayim. Alright? Not for Cush or Elam or Gog or Magog. Alright? And Gomer or Javan or Kittim or Tarish. You get where I'm going with this?
Khan, not for those other nations.
Not for the other nations, but for Yasha Allah.
That's right.
Our hope is for you, sister, and your princess. We're out here because we need to tell our people we're Israelites. We're not black British.
We're not Africans.
We get off the Windrush boat and they think we're damn black British or we're Caribbean. You're West Indian. Because that's what they got today, right? They're bigging up in London, in England, they're bigging up the Windrush boat. They've got a day when they ceremonially talk about when our ancestors 75 years ago, they came to England to clean up this country after the war. Something the Spanish could never do. Right? The Jamaicans came here and cleaned up this dirty country, man, after the war. They needed jobs. So they said, look, let's get our slaves. Let's get our old school slaves to come and clean up this country, man. They need the money. You know what I mean? And back then we was doing things, man. We was building communities, owning houses. But then what did they do a couple years ago? Deported them. Sent them back to because they didn't get their paperwork done properly. Sent them back to Jamaica and they're dying in Jamaica, man. You know what I mean? People killing them off because of their English pounds. Because our people are wicked. You get it? Sorry, read that again.
This is Acts 28 verse 20. For this cause therefore have I called for you, to see you and to speak with you, because that for the hope of Israel,
for the hope of our people, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
I am bound with this chain.
Is what?
I am bound with this chain.
Yeah, man. Paul was persecuted. Paul was put into prisons for the Israelites, not for Spanish guys, not for guys like Unai that preach Christ is a Caucasian guy. Paul was preaching that Christ has woolly hair, that like feet in the brass, like brass burnt in the furnace, man. Paul was preaching that Christ looks like a Negro, looks like us, man. Paul himself was Negro. No, Emmanuel, El Gringo Diablo, El Gringo, yo, Blanco Di Mano. Blanco Di Mano, man. He says he knows this. Don't talk to him, man. Yeah, look what he done to your people, man. Look what the Spanish done to you, and you're hugging him. And look, see that face he gave me? I'll never trust Unai. Never trust Unai, man. Brother, we love you. He knows, man. He knows that Blanco is Diablo, man. Because you speak the same language, you think you got some connection. You stole him. You stole his ancestors and taught him Spanish, man. That's how he knows Spanish. That's why his last name is El Gringo name. Alright, Rodriguez. Your last name wasn't Rodriguez or Hernandez or
Lopez.
Gomez.
Lopez.
Lopez. Your last name weren't no damn Columbus, man. Alright? You stole them. You stole the Native Americans and the Seminole Indians. And you think we don't understand? We know history. You can't pull a wool over our eyes. That's why you hate us for speaking the truth, man. Alright? You had something. Yeah, Acts 5. Yeah, Acts 5, and then bring out your pieces.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 29, and it reads, Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey God.
We ought to who?
We ought to obey God.
Listen to the Spanish guy.
We ought to obey God.
Move over, because the Spanish, the devil's talking.
We ought to obey God.
We ought to obey the scriptures, man. Not your fake books that you've got on the table, man. We ought to obey God.
Rather than man.
Rather than who?
Rather than men.
That's why we don't care about the damn Babylon's doing, man. The Babylon said we got freedom of speech. Well, the Most High gave us that authority to say what we need to say. The Most High gave us the authority to read, thus saith the Lord. Get that? It's simple and plain. Give me that, and wait, hold that precept. Give me Corinthians, 2 Chronicles, chapter 18. 2 Chronicles 18. I think it's 14. What did it say? No, what's that? Salakia. Wait, bear with me.
Oye, amigo, un momento,
One second. Yeah, 18 and 30. 18 and 30.
This is 2 Chronicles 18 and verse 13. And Micaiah said, Yeah, as the Lord liveth, even what my power saith, that will I speak.
That will I what?
That will I speak.
Yeah, man. What the Lord saith, that is what I will speak. The Lord said that Christ's head is like wool. So that's what I'm going to say. And that's what they're going to... Did you know that, bro? Sister, Christ has woolly hair. Like us. You know that, innit? Christ ain't no Caucasian. That's why they'll phone police on us, man. Because the devil don't like us exposing his lies. The devil don't like us exposing his lies, man. So don't touch my books. He actually, his whole defense, his whole persecution on us was that we touched his 3 books. He couldn't make up any good enough offense for us to get arrested. He says, he touched our books.
This looks like a fool.
Yeah. Looks like a hippie. He looks like a real pink, burnt up in the sun, needs some suntan lotion fool, man. He looks like Nabal. He looks like, what's his name? No, because Nabal was an Israelite.
I know.
He can never look like, he's worse than Nabal, man. He looks worse than Nabal.
And even lower than Nabal, man. Because Nabal, at least he was an Israelite. He's a Spaniard, man. Even Nabal's better than this guy. Man. Imagine that. And Nabal's really foolish. Abigail's ex-husband. That's giving him too much stripes, calling him Nabal. He's worse than Nabal. Acts 5, right? Go to verse 38.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men.
Do what? Oh, I should do what?
Refrain from these men.
What should Spanish people do?
Refrain from these men.
Spanish people should refrain from so-called blacks and Hispanics reading the Lord's word. Read.
And let them alone.
What should he do?
And let them alone.
Because you phone the police once, you phone them twice, Unai. The third time you might get a fine. You might get a fine. They might arrest you, Unai. They might kick up your books and put you in prison, man. For phoning them and wasting police time. You're wasting taxpayers' money, man. Unai, I pay taxes, Unai. Like you're wasting my taxpayers' money that I give to the police. With your lies and your deceit to persecute us for reading the Bible. Christ has woolly hair, as it says in Revelations. Throw away your book, man. Paint over it, man. Get a pencil, get a crayon, and change it, man. Just like Michelangelo did, man. Just like your ancestors did, man. Paint them back the true colours of the judges, man. You wicked damn devils, man. Because the Russians know. The Russians know that Christ is black. Shut up, Unai, man. Shut up, man. These mouths must be stopped. These mouths must be stopped. Before we would talk to Unai, but now we're just telling Unai, shut up, man. You keep phoning police on us, man. We're not your friends. You're our enemies, man. The devil, man. Yeah, look. They're clapping. Unai, shut up. You phone police on the brothers of the Lord, man. Your mouths must be stopped. You ought to say nothing. Get me that one. Hold this one, because I got that precept there. You ought to just say a damn thing to us, man. You think you could talk to us like your friends? Them days are done. Them days are done. You're gonna put your damn books there. We're gonna sit up here, and this guy's gonna be until the wicked flee.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 39. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow.
You can what?
Ye cannot overthrow
You
it.
can phone the police.
Ye cannot overthrow
You
it.
get us arrested.
Ye cannot overthrow
You'll be
it.
in prison houses.
Ye cannot overthrow it.
If it be of God, you can't phone 999.
Least happily ye be found, even to fight against God.
You're fighting against God, Unai. You're fighting against the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man.
That's right.
We read Revelations 1 and 13 in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, man. Christ don't look like them fake Christ don't look like this woman, man, with pink skin and doggy hair, man. She looks like the brother with woolly hair, man. So you need to turn away from the damn devil, man. Yeah, you're gonna hold her tight. You're a demon, bro. You're moving like the demons, man. Spirits on you, brother. You got spirit, you got legions of demons, bro. Alright? I need the one where it says in Acts. I want the one in Acts when it says it ought to just 19 and 36.
Acts 19 and verse 36. Seeing then that these things cannot be spoken against.
Unai, don't. These things, the Bible, you can't speak against the Bible. Unai, you can't speak against the Bible. You can't go against Revelations chapter 1. It cannot be, you can't have your fake books.
You ought to be quiet and do nothing.
What does Unai have to do?
You ought to be quiet and do nothing rashly.
Unai, you ought to just shut your mouth and don't phone police again on us. You ought to just shut up.
Next week again.
Shut up. You ought to be quiet. Read. Carry on.
This is the book of Acts 19 and verse 36. Seeing then that these things cannot be spoken against, ye ought to be quiet.
You ought to be what?
You ought to be quiet.
And do nothing rashly.
And look, he's meant to be handing out free books, man.
He's meant to be handing out free books, but he would rather record us, man. Why recording him? Yeah? So look, it's weird, man. Come over, don't worry about them, man. There's cameras everywhere. There's cameras up there. Look, you see that? See the CCTVs? They're watching us because he already phoned police on us. So what's your nationality? Where's your father from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Where's your father from? Jamaica. So now, you know in the Bible, right, that Jamaica's not in here. You get it? But you got Egypt in there, and you got Ethiopia's in here, right? So now, these places, they're on the maps of the world. So we need to know, who are we in this Bible? Take your head off of them. They're gonna be Satan. They're not gonna stop being Satan. You know what I mean? So we need to know, who are we in this Bible, young brothers, man? You get it?
Yeah.
Oh no, he lives there. He lives there. It's cool. I know. I was at that as well. What the, they own this place. The Caucasians, they own this world right now. So they're allowed to do all of this madness. If we do it, we'll get a fine. We'll get arrested.
In America, I get shot.
We'll get shot in America. But let them do it. You know what I mean? Don't be scared, bro. It's not. Don't be scared of cameras, man. I'm telling you, there's worse of things out here to be scared of. Like the damn the demons that push lies on us. Like them telling our children in the schools, you can be any gender you want to be. You can be a boy, girls can be boys, and boys can be. That's what you should be scared of, really, bro. Right? You should be be aware of it. Right? Don't be scared of nothing, but be aware of it. You get me? So now, what is our name in the Bible? That's the question. Because if we know Jamaica's not in here, how do we identify ourselves with the Bible?
Can't.
Huh?
With God.
With God, right? With God's word. So now with God's word, right, there's a way that he spoke to us, right? And we're going to show you. Give me that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So these are the words which Moses spake to Israel. So this is God, right? Look, stay focused. We should know who we are through God. Right? So God spoke to Moses to tell the Israelites. Right? We're going to show you what God commanded to the Israelites, right? Through Moses. Right?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
45.
45. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45.
Bring it up.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou beest destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Because we didn't hearken. Hearken means listen, right? Old English. We didn't listen to the Lord, right? He put curses on us. So now, like you said, through God, we will know who we are spiritually, because we all go through a spiritual curse, right? Like you said in America, right? They go through the same things that we're going through over here in England, right? The Negroes, the Jamaicans and that, right? This is the spiritual God.
To keep his commandments and his statutes that he commanded thee.
So because we don't keep commandments and statutes, we go through curses. If you don't hear, you're gonna feel, right? If your dad says, yo, come off the PlayStation now, you don't come off, you get in trouble, right?
And they shall be upon you for a sign.
So they're on these people that they're on, the curses, are on the so-called blacks and Hispanics, all right? The Native Americans. All right, wait, you gotta wait.
Mom said we have to go.
Wait. You tell her you're talking to the men that are holding Bibles.
We are talking to the men that are holding Bibles.
Yeah. All right, so you're gonna listen to these men, all right? All right, yeah, that's right. See, she knows. She said, okay, you're not talking to gang members, you're talking to guys holding Bibles.
No, she was pretty annoyed. She was like, just be quick.
All right, that's good. See, so she knows, you know. Listen to these men. These are good men. All right.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So as we read these curses, they're going to be on us for a sign and a wonder, right?
And upon thy seed forever.
So these are generational curses, right? Let's go through the curse.
Verse 16.
Go to any now. Go to the curse.
God. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness.
So look, anywhere you want to buy clothes, buy food, who do you go to? You don't go to Jamaicans. You go, huh? Your parents. Okay, where do your parents buy the food from? The Arab man, he's in the butchers, right? Or the Indian man?
Or the local guy at Tesco's.
The Tesco's guy, he knows that the Jewish people. Everyone we go to.
When they went Tesco's, a black person served.
Yeah, but they serve you, but they're working for a company that is owned by Jewish people.
Tesco's is Jewish.
Tesco's is Jewish company. See, Adidas are German. Nike is American. Puma is German. Did you know these companies? Puma and Adidas, they're brothers. They were called Desolate Shoes in history, but they're brothers. They separated them. He's wearing Puma jogging bottoms. You see? So these things, right? Everything we own, food and water. Who'd you go to for water? And who owns the water? Right? Caucasians, right? They own the water, right?
And in want of all things.
Everything you want when you want to pay bills, pay tax, you have to pay them, right? Spanish guys and that.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So what people has had a yoke of iron on their neck? Slaves, man. See the slaves?
Have a look at this picture here.
It's hard to look at. Alright, but our people have had yokes of iron on their necks.
Put a yoke of iron upon his neck until he has destroyed thee. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 54. So the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
So look, our eyes are evil towards our brother. We can look at this brother and say, where you from, fam? And them man want to fight us, man. You can say, what are you doing in my ends? And it gets cracking, right? Alright?
Sorry about it.
Hey, listen, you're an Israelite.
You're an Israelite. Hey yo, and your brother, he needs to stop acting camp. Hey yo, big man, you gotta stop acting effeminate like a woman as well. You gotta stop acting like a chicky boy. Like you're acting camp. Be more like a man, you understand? I'm telling you.
Oh, he's autistic,
You're autistic. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Autism doesn't mean you can be a faggot. Be a man, alright, bro? Autism doesn't make you a faggot. I've got family members that are autistic. That doesn't make them camp and gay. No, you're acting effeminate, my guy. Be more of a man, right? Like your younger brother is. No, I'm telling you, man. You're being be more of an authoritative, right? You see what I'm saying? That's Babylon on you, man. Just say, oh, whoa, man, I'm gonna man up. Do some push-ups and sit-ups in it. Nah, I don't care. I don't care. Autism, don't give no excuse for autism, brother. Yeah, don't. Brothers our men need to stop acting like batty boys, man, and faggots, man. Look, see what I'm saying? And then one walks by, man. Our men stop acting camp and feminine, man. Men act like men because you know what? There's too much women in the household bringing up the children, man. And the women have got the young boys, damn, turning out, man. Because they kick out the dads out the house. And when you kick out daddy out the house, you got your son acting more effeminate, man. No effeminate, give me that in 1 Corinthians, man. People are not going to express, man's going to say what we have to say because it's in the scriptures, man. We ain't going to let a guy walk by on that effeminate spirit, man. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 6 and verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of power? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate.
Oh, what?
Not effeminate.
Yeah, man. You got a man there standing like some wussy boy, man. Right? No effeminate men can be rolling around amongst the children of Israel. No sodomites amongst the men of Israel, man. Right? No sodomites amongst the men of Israel.
Nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers.
Yo, my broski.
Yeah.
Remember we're Israelites, yeah? Keep the good vibes, keep a good vibration.
Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of power. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord YAHAWAH, and by the Spirit of our power.
Yeah, so if you're in the spirit, in the right spirit, you ain't gonna have that effeminate thing. And autism ain't a scapegoat. It's no, you can't use autistic as an excuse to say you can be an effeminate, man. That's the first time I've heard something stupid like that. He made autism an excuse to being a faggot, man. You know what I mean? Now, they was listening, hearkening and that, but you can see that the Satan jumps on, remember, 10 times more. Remember it says when the demons leave you, when they come back onto you, they count 10. That's why she kept getting the phone call. Kept getting the phone call to pull away the brother from hearing the word, man. So yeah, you know what? Acts 5 again. You lot had precepts for you now, innit? Acts 5. Acts 5 and 39.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 39. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it.
You can what?
Ye cannot overthrow it. Least happy ye be found to even fight against God.
You're fighting against God, man. Alright?
Verse 40. And to him that agreed when they are called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Jesus.
So yeah, man. Umar would be one of them guys to beat us, man, and to say, don't talk about that woolly haired Christ. Don't read Revelations 1 and 13, man. Beating us up. Don't talk about Jesus that is that batty boys, man. Effeminates, man. Yeah, Judas done that, innit? Kissed him. And got him persecuted by Romans, man. And snitched on him. Yeah, look, you see? He's the devil, man. His true colours are coming out, man. You don't even know what the Lord's doing to him. The Lord is exposing him.
This is the book of Hebrews.
They don't want your fake Christ, man. They don't want your fake Jesus anymore, man.
This is the book of Hebrews. This is the book of Acts chapter 5 and verse 41. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy.
They were what?
Rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer the same for his name. And the daily in the temple and in every house they ceased not.
They did what?
They ceased not.
What are they gonna do?
They ceased not.
They ceased not, man. He could keep phoning the police, man. These damn Spanish guys can keep trying to phone the police on us, man. We are not going to stop, Unai. Alright? Until the blood is drained out of our bodies, man. We are not going to stop to preach that Christ has woolly hair, eyes of fire, as it says in Apocalypto. As it says in Revelations, man. You're not going to stop us, man. Shut up, Unai, man. Shut your mouth, man. You ought to say nothing. You ought to say not a damn thing, man.
Verse 32. And daily in the temple and in every house they cease not to teach and preach Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we cease not to preach YAHAWAH HaMashiach, man. He has woolly hair, feet brass, right, eyes of flaming fire, man. White woolly hair, man. Garment down to the foot. Beautiful garments as well, man. Like, where'd you get those sort of garments? You know what I'm saying? Like, those look cold. Right? That gold belt shining. Get me? That's how the YAHAWAH is, man. Marvelous in his apparel.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 33. And when they heard, they were cut to the heart.
They were what?
They were cut to the heart.
That's why as soon as he read Revelations with the woolly hair, he was cut to the heart. Like how Goliath's head got cut off, man. It's like his head was just chopped off right in front of because our weapons of warfare, they're not carnal, Unai. We read the words and they are sharp like a two-edged sword, and your heart got pierced, man.
Verse That book of Acts chapter 5 and verse 33. And when they heard that they were cut to the heart and took counsel to slay them.
What?
And took counsel to slay them.
That's what he done. He took counsel. He said, I'm phoning 999. Literally, proud man, showing me the phone that he phoned them like I was gonna shrivel down. Like make a shrivel down. Yeah, like make a shrivel down. Phone the police, man. That's blessed are they that are persecuted, man. You're giving us. Remember, we want 10 middle fingers. Right? We want like 5 kiss teeths. You know what I mean? And we want 12 wagging up heads. And we want a 1 police call at least, man, a week, man. We want if you give us a police call every week, we're doing our job, man. We're persecuted for righteousness' sake. We should inherit the kingdom of heaven. YAHAWAH, if we keep to the gospel and we keep to the law, statutes and commandments, we repent for sins we commit, that's going to be righteous for us, man. We're ticking the boxes to get into the kingdom of heaven, man. Unai ain't ticking any boxes, man. Spanish guys don't tick any boxes to get into the kingdom of heaven. He ain't got no box. The Native Americans, the Seminole, the Hispanics, we have boxes. The Negroes, we have boxes. We need to make sure they're ticking off.
Okay.
They're not ticking off any boxes, man. They ain't even got a box to tick, man. It's amazing. You couldn't put it any better way. They ain't even got a box to tick. That's dreadful for you, you know. That's very dreadful now, man. Now the saints are allowed to dance in the blood of the wicked, man. Wash their feet in the blood of the wicked. But I might bust a scam. Yeah, I might bust a scam. Pon the river of Babylon, innit? Pon the bank. I'm doing pon the river, pon the bank, man. Of Babylon, man.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast a perpetual hatred.
Because thou what?
Because thou hast a perpetual hatred.
Khan.
And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Thou shalt have not slack out.
That's what's gonna happen, man. Right? Because they prepared, they phone police on us to try to get us persecuted, man. The Most High is gonna prepare this side for them. The same way you prepared for us, the same way the Most High is gonna prepare for the Spaniards, for the Arabians, for the Chinese, alright, for the English, for the French, for the Welsh, the Scottish, the Irish, all of you, man. You ain't just talking about... Spanish is the #1 right now because the United done a madness. Alright, but it's for all of them.
Says render unto them double, isn't it?
Yeah. Give me the book of policies, man. We read it this morning. Give me the Daniel 8:25. They think they can go around with their little sneaky, crafty counsel because he's a Caucasian and the police are Caucasians that he's gonna fight for you, man. The Lord fights for us, man.
That's right.
So you can have your police officers. We've got YAHAWAH.
That's right.
In the name of YAHAWAH. You can have your damn Romans. We've got the Lord. So who's gonna win? You look like a fool. That's why we said we are like David looking in the eyes of Goliath, man. Alright? The carcasses are gonna eat your flesh, and the beasts and the foxes are gonna eat you, man. We're like David looking in the eyes of Goliath, man. For phoning the Romans on us, man. We're reading the Bible and you think you can come up against us with your damn crazy books. Who's the author of these books, man? Look at those books. Are they, what's the name of these books? Who's the author of these books, man? You think these guys have got any authority over the Lord? Your wicked books. Madness. Let's read. Let's get some of the books, man. Isaiah chapter 34:16. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13.
This is the book of Daniel 8 and verse 25.
Bring that up.
Yeah. And through his policy also I didn't put it down still. I did. Daniel 8 and verse 25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall he destroy many, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand.
But he shall be what?
But he shall be broken without hand.
Yeah, they're gonna stand up against the prince of princes, man, and make and write policies, man. Alright, but it turned against him. Isaiah 10 and 1. It turned against him, man. He realized that these are really the Lord's, these are the men of the Lord. He just, if Unai didn't know before, he found out today. If he didn't know, because he should have known how many times the police have come and gone. He should have known. But if he didn't know before, I guarantee you the Lord, he sanctified us today, man. Hey, one more time. Let's give all praises, honor and glory unto Yahawah, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Bahara, Karkadash, man. Give thanks unto Yahawah, man. Give a most high round of applause, man. Hey, slap that stick, man. Slap that stick, man. All praises, man. Alright, come on. Hey, it's Mike, bro. My soul. I feel refreshed, man. It's like, that's better than food and water, man. Than to feel the spiritually connection with the Lord. How he looks after us, man, in the face of all of our adversities, man. Alright? Give me the... yeah, give me... Read that. Give me that.
This is...
No, I did.
This is the book of Isaiah. This is 23, Psalm 23. This is Isaiah 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. What? And have right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Wow, man. Babylon is confused today, man. How many damn fire brigades, ambulances?
And that's the big thing still.
That's the big thing, man. Confusion, man. That's what I'm saying. Out here is confusion, and they want to look away. Brothers reading the Bible, but want all this confusion to live on in the world. We're the only ones out here, the so-called blacks and Hispanics, the Hebrew Israelites, reading the Bible in the highways and byways, man. All right, shalom to you, brothers. Shalom. Shalom to the brothers, all right, out there on the highways and hedges, man, reading this word. Because we are the only ones, man, that have wisdom and knowledge in these times, man, and keeping stable, man. Everything else is just damn confusion, man. But Babylon, man, it's weird out here.
Carry on.
Yeah, read that again.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 10 and verse 1.
Bring it up.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Yeah, man, woe unto them that write policies to persecute the saints, man. To fight the princes of princes. Alright? But they're gonna be stopped, man. Their mouths must be stopped. They ought to say nothing. Anytime I hear a Spanish man talking, I'm just gonna say shut up. Simple and plain now, man. No more itchy and scratchy. And you don't remember where that table is, you know? That table needs to be over there. If we see the table over here, it's gonna have to move. Because that's where they set up, right? That's his covenant, right? That he sets his table over there, right? Better not set it up over here.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, man. They prescribe grievousness for the Israelites. That's why they think they can phone the police against us. Because they think they've got a covenant, they've all got a covenant against us. Do you understand? They all have a covenant against the so-called blacks and Hispanics, man.
That's right.
The niggers, innit? That's why you think your name's Black British. That's why you think your name's Jamaican. Your name in the Bible is Israel. Israelites, man. Princes of God.
That's right.
But you're walking around thinking, oh yeah. Because they've prescribed that for you. What's your last name? Clark. Rodriguez.
Lopez.
Know what I mean? Green. Hendricks. These are your names, man.
Williams.
Yeah, man, that's madness. That's not what the Lord has prescribed for us, man. He's prescribed for us Israelites. And that's why they can make policies against us, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23 from the top.
Bring it out.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Come.
He maketh me lie down in green pastures.
Come.
He leadeth me beside the still waters, and he restoreth my souls. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
What?
I will fear no evil.
Yeah, man. Though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, man, I will not fear the Spanish. I will not fear Unai. I will not fear English people. I will not fear Irish or Scottish people. I will not fear them, man. Because what they done to my ancestors. Yeah, you're racist, man, for taking my ancestors and putting them in slavery ships, man. Your forefathers need to be put into slavery, man. So you should be put into slavery, man. He called me racist for telling him that he's a devil, man. Look at that, double standards, man. How can they call us racist for what they've done to my ancestors, man? I swear this is the day of Windrush, where we need to remember our ancestors, man. Isn't this meant to be a day to remember the hardship of our people? But we're racist. These damn double standards these guys have got, man. Double standards, man. Remember what the Columbus done to the Hispanics and Native Americans, man. Remember what the English done, all right, to the Ghanaians and the Nigerians, man, and put them into England to make sugar, to cut sugar cane, and go into America to pick cotton, go into Ghana to steal the cocoa. Remember, they love chocolate, innit? These people steal everything, man. Cocoa don't grow in England, but they got Twix. It's all in the bits. It's all in the mix. And have a break, have a kick, have a hot cocoa. Where'd you get it from, man? You steal it all from our ancestors, man. To this day, but yet we're racist. All right, to hell with you guys, man. You can't pull a wool over our eyes. All right, you guys are damn like a wolf, innit? In sheep's clothing. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing, man. You'll never be the sheep of the Israelites. You're always going to be, and you're going to be exposed for your devil worshipping, man, and your devil vibrations. I swear the brother said that yesterday, that there's Satanists that go in the church and dress up like pastors, man. But really and truly, they're Satanists, or they're Egyptians that follow Egyptian gods and the Baal Hameth and that. And we're out here, our grandmas are out here giving money to these damn people, man. That's why we you don't see no collection plate saying you don't have to pay for this, man. If you need understanding, we'll hearken and we'll go through precepts and we'll listen to you what you need to be and hear what you need to be said, man. Giving answer to every question, man. Our people, because they are lost, they don't have the Most High. Give me the Corinthians again, 2 Chronicles. 2 Chronicles chapter... No, 2 Chronicles chapter 15 and verse 3. 2 Chronicles 15 and 3.
This is 2 Chronicles 15 and verse 3. Now for a long season Israel have been without the true power.
So for a long season Israel has been without God. They've been without the understanding of righteousness, because they've been having false prophets teach to them in the Christian churches.
And without a teaching priest, and without law. But when they in their trouble did turn unto the Lord power of Israel and sought him, he was found of them.
So as soon as you actually go and find the Most High and you ask of him, he will give you wisdom and understanding. But if you don't, and you just want to walk around thinking that you can be a gang man, or the gal them, they love gun man, so I'm gonna keep up with my badness. You're gonna be given unto badness. But if you actually think, you know what, I'm gonna start studying, I'm gonna start learning that, wow, the Lord don't call you Jamaican, He don't call you Ghanaian or Nigerian. He calls, who are the Israelites? Because we know who the Egyptians are, we know who the Ethiopians are, we know who you are the devil the Bible speaks of. You're not an Israelite. You're not an Israelite. You're an Israeli. You're an Israeli. You stole our lands, man. The Balfour Declaration, you killed the Palestinians and stole our lands, man. That don't belong to Palestinians. It don't belong to Jewish people, man. That land belongs to the Negroes and Hispanics, and we're taking it back by force when the Most High brings His Son. When the Most High brings so-called Jesus that has woolly hair and dark skin, we're gonna slay all of them in our lands, man. Because our country ain't West Africa. Our country ain't America. Our country ain't Tottenham. Ain't England. Our country is the middle of the world, which they call the Middle East, man. It's Israel, man. Jerusalem. That's our real home. And we're gonna go there, man. The Most High is gonna take our hand and bring us back home. But right now we're here, listen in the Bible. Give me that eye by the rivers of Babylon, man. Because our people, the Most High, if they ask the Most High, He will help them. Now give me Psalms 81. Baba Kasha. Give me Psalms 81. Start at 13.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 81 and verse 13. And it reads, oh, that my people that heard, oh, that my people had heard, hearken unto me, and Israel walked in my ways. I should 81, yeah. And Israel had soon walked in my ways. Oh, my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries.
Yeah, man. Know that our people, man, if they that had listened unto the Most High, man, they would have turned these wicked people away, man. But why? Our people, it was prophesied that they will go through 400 years of persecution, man. It was prophesied that they will go through this hardship, man. So they had to fulfill the prophecies, really and truly. But if they would have listened and just done with the program, you think our people would ever been put down low? Give me the blessings of the Most High. Deuteronomy 28. You got it? Yeah. Give me hold on. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28. Because if we would have listened to the Most High, we would have never been subdued by our adversaries, man. We would have looked after us. But our people were walking around headless, don't even know who we are. Because we don't know God. We don't know God if we don't read His word. Because our people love to watch movies, man. They love to let the Jewish guy make a film and we'll watch Spider-Man, we'll watch Batman, Superman. I bet you know Back to the Future and The Matrix. But I bet you don't know what Isaiah says. No, you know what I mean? Read me a verse. Tell me your favorite verse in the Bible. Quote me a verse from the Bible. Anybody. Name me the 10 Commandments. Name me 10 Commandments. Anybody out here. But tell me your favorite song. Tell me your favorite artist. They're gonna know the lyrics back to back. They're gonna know the movie like they was inside the film. They don't even know the ad-libs. Just wait on it. Skip. They don't even know the ad-libs, man. They even got TikTok dances for the ad-libs. Have you seen it? You know, it's mad out here, man. Babylon, confusion.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 from the top. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all His commandments, which He hath commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations.
Above who?
Above all nations of the earth.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. And all the people of the earth shall see thou art called by his name, and the Lord shall be slacker, and they shall be afraid of thee.
And they shall what?
And they shall be afraid of thee.
Yeah, man. So now we're an astonishment, man. We're madmen. It says, what is it? Deuteronomy 28:28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 28. And the Lord, slacker. And the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Because we don't keep his laws, statutes and commandments.
Can't.
So he's smitten us with madness. But if we did keep them, we would be on high above all the nations, man. If we did keep them, he would have subdued our enemies and our adversaries, man. You think we'll be by the river now? Now by the rivers of Babylon. If we did subdue our enemies, man, all right. If we did keep the law, statutes, and commandments, the Most High would have subdued our enemies, man.
Can't.
But now we're smitten with madness and astonishment, all right, on these rivers of Babylon.
Psalms 137 and verse 1. By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they that carried us away captive.
Well, who's the Spanish done what?
For there they that carried us away captive.
The English done what?
For there they that carried us away captive.
We're ticking boxes, man. Now the Spanish ain't ticking boxes because they was not carried away into captivity, man. See, he had to change the fake book. The fake book's not there. Oh, he still got it. He knows which one's the fake book though. At least he knows which one the fake book is. But he would never hand out. He'll never hand out the fake book, man. He don't give them to niggas. No, he don't give it to niggas. He gives it to Caucasians, man. Shut up. Shut up.
It's in Spanish.
Shush. Shut up.
It's in Spanish.
Shut up. Shut up. You got fake. You got demon. You got devil books in your hand. Jesus don't look Caucasian.
Can't.
Jesus has woolly hair. Jesus has brass looking feet. So shut up. And you, both of you, shut up. I don't talk to Satan. I don't talk to the devil, man. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. The mouth of the Lord said, the Christ has woolly hair. So shut your mouth. We can make a covenant with the devil. He said we made a covenant with you. That's the cheek of it. You done that. You made your own covenant in your brain. Because we will never trust you, damn guys that carried us away into captivity. Read that again.
Psalms 137, verse 3. For they that carried us away captive.
For they what?
For they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
They required of us a song. They required of us a song.
And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of those songs of Zion.
That's what they'll say, man. Sing one of those songs for their entertainment. Like we're jesters. Like we're jokers. Right? Like what they done to Kanye West. You know what I mean? Literally, innit? And that's what you can rap about anything except for Jesus. And that's what he says. That's what Acts chapter 5 was saying. Don't preach that Jesus, man. Preach Caucasian Jesus, man. That's a lie. Shut your mouth. And we're not going to stop saying it. We're allowed to say it. We're allowed to tell you to shut up. You understand? 1 second. I want to flow with this one.
Verse 4. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land?
How can we sing the Lord's song in England, where we was taken away and put here on slave ships? How can we, and our last name are damn Caucasian, damn cave dwellers? We got Flintstone last names, man. We got Barney and Bam Bam last names, man. Spanish and that. out of the caves of the rocks. Caucasian means you come from the Caucasus Mountains of Russia, man. The Caucasoid Mountains, man. We don't want them dirty cave names, man. We want Israelite names. We love when we hear names like Michael, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Habakkuk, Jonathan. Know what I mean? Benaiah, Isaac.